Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
691 Steel. That's 866-917.
What is up, friends? Good mornings and greetings, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I am your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health, to your vitality, to your well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, acne, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing system a miracle, it is simply the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, help a loved one, workmate, family member, friend get off their medications and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you out, and we welcome your calls at 855-660-4261. That's 855-660-4261. Try to call early so we can squeeze in as many calls as possible. Hate leaving folks on hold, which we invariably do. 855-660-4261 is our call-in number. If you have questions about the longevity products, ingredients, formulations, 855-660-4261. Likewise, if you have a success story you'd like to share with us, or if you just want to contribute to the conversation, 855-660-4261 is your Brightside call-in number. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products that you hear us talk about on The Bright Side, advertise, recommend on The Bright Side, you can call the Bright Side Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask about the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, my personal favorite longevity product. And make sure you ask about joining the Bright Side Ben team for a one-time $10 fee. You can start yourself a longevity business, make some money selling longevity products, and help spread the word about the power of a good nutritional supplement program. You can also write off your home office, write off your products, write off your mileage, enjoy all the tax benefits associated with having your own business without having a boss, making your own money, no one to answer to, and it's all for a one-time $10 fee. They can tell you all about it at 866-735-2470. Or you can head over to my website, brightsideben.com, and click on the Join the Team link on the upper left-hand corner of the page, brightsideben.com. Also want to encourage everyone to check out my blog, pharmacistben.com, which we update regularly with news stories as well as blog posts. Thank you to my webmaster, Robert Lundgren, who does such a good job at pharmacistben.com. Okay, we are talking about a very important, if underappreciated process in the body called methylation. Methylation is a kind of chemical activation that occurs everywhere in the body, every cell of the body at all times. There's something called a methyl group. Methyl group is just a little chunk of carbon with a little bit of hydrogen attached to it. Think of the letter C. You've all seen those little chemical shapes. Maybe you remember it from high school. Those chemical shapes with little sticks coming off of them and little letters. Just think of the letter C with 3 H's. Technically, they call that a CH3. C and 3 H's. And that's known as a methyl group. That methyl group is stuck onto chemicals. A methyl group is just a chunk of methyl, chunk of CH3. If you want to simplify it, a chunk of carbon. That chunk of carbon gets stuck onto another chemical. That chemical is switched on. Simple as that. A chunk of carbon gets attached to a chemical. It's switched on. We say that chemical has been methylated. And that process is called methylation. And it is super, super, super important. Why? Why is methylation so important? Well, it's important. It's critically important, actually, because it occurs every second we're alive. It occurs in every cell of the body, and it's responsible, methylation that is responsible for the production of many hundreds of different biochemicals. Why should we care about this methylation process? Well, keeping in mind that health, wellness, and life itself depends on the production of these biochemicals, which are produced via a series of endless and ceaseless chemical transformations. We said yesterday, chemical A getting transformed into chemical B, getting transformed into chemical C, chemical D, chemical E, and on and on and on. And the fact that these transformations, which occur in a series that are called pathways, these transformation pathways depend on activation steps like methylation, things getting stuck on. Think Tinker Toys. Chemistry and biochemistry is nothing more than Tinker Toy shapes being manipulated and changed and stuff getting stuck onto the Tinker Toy shapes, activating them. Methyl groups, Tinker Toy methyl chunks getting stuck onto other Tinker Toy chemical structures. All of this stuff, all of this activation and pathways and transformations are the key to health, the key to wellness, the key to life itself. And unfortunately, if something goes wrong in these chemical transformations, these changes in shapes and these activations, that's where disease comes from. No methylation, no activation. No activation, no biochemicals. No biochemicals, no life, no health. Actually, before no life and before we have no life, we got crappy life. Crappy life is known as heart disease, Alzheimer's disease, osteoporosis, degenerative symptoms of all kinds. And all of these are associated with problems of transformation, chemical changes, problems and issues with activation. Methylation defects accelerate the aging process. Methylation defects can cause major genetic problems. Methylation is actually an epigenetic phenomena. We've talked so much about epigenetics. Epigenetics involves the steps that turn on genes. Dr. Wallach's got a great new book coming out. I can't wait to read it, called Epigenetics. Epigenetics is the science of how things get stuck onto genes, how genes get transformed, turning them on and off. And methylation is a very, very important process when it comes to genetics, or epigenetics. We'll be talking about that later on. Methylation keeps a fetus from developing birth defects. It's one of the reasons why pregnant moms are told to take their folic acid. It's why they have prenatal vitamins. Prenatal vitamins contain folic acid, and prenatal vitamins are a very important way to keep methylation happening to prevent birth defects in a developing fetus. Folic acid is one of the most important methylating agents you could ever use. Methylation, as I say, turns genes on and off, and defective or insufficient methylation is involved in the initiation of genetic changes. Good ones that prevent us from having cancer, and defective or under methylation, if our genes are under methylated, that can cause mutations and ultimately cancer. Mood and mental health is especially dependent on effective methylation. Nerve conduction depends on methylation. Myelinization, the insulation that covers nerves, depends on, once again, on methylation. And the body's most important detox element, the stupendously critical cancer fighter, heavy metal purifier, drug detoxifier, glutathione, depends on methylation. Methylation builds tissue. Methylation builds muscle. Methylation is critical for all anabolic, that is, building biochemistry. In fact, pretty much every single thing that happens in your body, from thinking a thought to wiggling your toes to beating your heart to keeping your cells running efficiently, depends on some level on healthy methylation. And I would say that all that makes methylation and methyl groups that are responsible for methylation very, very, very important. Methyl groups, those little chunks of carbon that get attached to activate chemicals, methyl groups are carried around in the body via various transporting chemicals. Various chemicals that are called methylating agents or methyl carriers. These methyl carriers or methylating agents are little, you can think of them like little shuttles that travel around through your body and look around for places to donate or give up their methyl groups. There's substances in foods that can act as methyl carriers or methyl donors, most especially living foods or foods that were recently alive. Both animal, and vegetable foods. Pretty much all veggies and flesh foods will get you your methyl groups as long as those foods are reasonably fresh. All right, we got lots more to say about the methylation process and what you can do using nutritional supplements to improve methylation. We'll tell you about that when we come.
You've been listening to Pharmacist Ben and Dr. Wallach for a long time now, and you're wondering if Youngevity really works. Hi, my name is Adam. I'm an employee at GCN, and I've been using Youngevity products for over 2 years now. Call me today to hear my story at 612-695-5982. You too can lose weight, experience increased energy, and feel better about yourself and the future of your family. Call today, 612-695-5982. That's 612-695-5982.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237. Quantitative easing, unemployment at depression levels, Europe financial system falling apart, China getting out of U.S. treasuries. At the end of 2008, the time of TARP, the national debt was at $11 trillion, gold trading around $850 per ounce. Close to 2012, the national debt exceeded $16.4 trillion, gold doubled to $1,600 per ounce. The $20 trillion threshold for the national debt is inevitable. Politicians in Washington have a ferocious appetite for spending and stimulus. What's worse, a printing press to finance. 100 years ago, we had a gold standard to limit this madness, but now you have to adopt your own gold standard. Don't be fooled with paper promises. Get Midas Resources 10 Reasons to Buy Gold free by calling 800-686-2237. Understanding the gold and silver market may be the only insurance you could have to avoiding the next economic crisis. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order your free copy. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
The freeze-dry guy, leader in the preparedness industry for 44 years, is closing his California warehouse. Don't miss out on this huge warehouse sale and receive discounts from 30 to 40% off on the finest Mountain House and Packaway brand freeze-dried and dehydrated foods for long-term food storage or even everyday use. Plus deep discounts on all in-stock survival gear. The freeze-dry guy is offering a wide selection of freeze-dried foods in number 10 cans and even individually packaged entrees. Remember, meats, vegetables, fruits, and long-range patrol rations are the main components for any long-term food storage. This is limited to stock on hand, so hurry and call 866-404-3663 or 530-798-4414. Remember, as always, free shipping to the lower 48 states. So hurry up and call 866-404-3663 or 530-798-4414. Remember, this is limited to stock on hand. The freeze-dry guy is your choice for survival food in an uncertain world.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey guy.
We are the premier independent talk radio network, the Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
All right, we're back on the Bright Side. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben. Our number is 855-660-4261. I think I'm going to try to get to our calls earlier so we can get to as many calls as possible. Call in early, and it's first come, first serve at 855-660-4261. If you want to start a longevity business and help spread the word about the power of a good nutritional supplement program and make some